Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous lesson, we discussed about some of the important settings that we have enabled for our Jupyter Notebook, which is autocomplete and automatic closure of brackets. Now in this lesson, we're going to look into some of the important keyboard shortcuts which are very useful for our day-to-day life in order to speed up your work, sharpen your focus, and make your computer feel like extension of your hands. We can divide these keyboard shortcuts into two main parts. One is edit mode and second one is command mode. Edit mode is something that we're exactly doing inside the cell. And command mode is something exactly we are doing outside the cell. First, let's look into the edit mode keyboard shortcuts and then we're going to move into the command mode. In edit mode shortcuts, there are actually so many shortcuts out there, but however, I'm going to show you some important shortcuts which are actually very useful. The first three shortcut key that you are seeing is the Shift plus Enter, Control plus Enter, and Alt plus Enter. Or three of the keyboard shortcuts will exactly do the similar kind of a job, but the way they're handling the particular request is different. For example, Shift plus Enter will execute the current cell and move to the next cell, whereas Control plus Enter will execute the current cell without moving to the next cell. Alt plus Enter will execute the cell and insert a new cell below it. That's what exactly it means. For example, if I use some command and I assume that we have some welcome to Jupyter Notebook as my print statement. Now, if I use the keyboard shortcut Shift plus Enter, what exactly happens is that it executes this current cell and move to the next cell. So that's what exactly happened here. Whereas in the Alt plus Enter, for example, the Control plus Enter, for example, this is my Control plus Enter. This is my print statement and just want to execute it. If I use the Control plus Enter, it will execute the current cell and the cursor is still in the same cell. Now, whereas when it comes to the another keyboard shortcut, it will actually execute the cell and insert a new cell below it. Whereas Shift plus Enter will not do the same. Let me execute it. Let's say we use the print statement, welcome to Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So assume that I have a cell is already one cell is there. Now, if I use the keyboard shortcut Alt plus Enter, it will execute the current cell and insert the new cell below. Okay. So let me use Alt and Enter, and this is what exactly happening. It executes the current cell and insert the new cell below it. Now we have the two cells here. Whereas Shift plus Enter will execute the current cell and it will move to the next cell. If the cell is not there, it will create it. Otherwise, it will just move to the next cell. It will not create a new cell. That's what exactly it means. Hope now you understand the difference between the three keyboard shortcuts, which is Shift plus Enter, Control plus Enter, and Alt plus Enter. And another keyboard shortcut which is very useful is the auto code complete and the code intent. What exactly it means? For example, let me import a library which is a math. Now let's say if I type math is basically module and there are a lot of functions are there, functions or objects are there. If at all I want to access it, I need to use the dot, and after the dot, if I use a keyboard shortcut tab, and this will give me the list of functions or modules that was there inside this math function. So this is a very useful keyboard shortcut and which helps us to understand what are the functions or objects or modules that are actually there inside it. Okay, so that's a very cool thing. Now let's say if I take this cos, and now the another keyboard shortcut is Shift plus Tab, and this will show some of the documentation or some doc string inside the function. What exactly this function will do. Now what I'll do is that cos, and within the parentheses, if I use a keyboard shortcut Shift plus Tab, and this will show me the documentation of this particular function. And what it is saying is that one thing is it first should show the syntax is the math of cos of x and return the cosine value of x, and where x is measured in radians. So for example, if I give the cos of 0 and this is 1 and cos of 90, so cos of 90, obviously I cannot give the cos of 90. I need to convert that into radians. For that I need to convert that into pi. I can use math.pi divided by 180, so which is approximately 0, and that's obviously true. The cos 90 is 0, and whereas the cos 45 degrees is somewhere around 1 by root 2, which is 0.707. That's absolutely correct. Anyway, my intention is not to explain about this library math. My intention is all about to explain you the docstring that we're exactly getting inside the function. In order to view this, the keyboard shortcut is Shift plus Tab. Okay, so like this, we also have some of the important functions like control slash, basically forward slash, which will comment the selector lines. For example, if at all I want to comment this, I will use the keyboard shortcut control forward slash, and this will actually create a comment for me. It's not only that, you can put some, let's say there are multiple commands out there, print w, print y, okay, print x, something like this is there. And if at all I want to comment all at once, I'll select everything using keyboard shortcut control A and use the keyboard shortcut with control forward slash, and basically this will create a comment for me. Hope now you understand how to create the comments. And the rest all are very basics, which is control Z is undo function, control Y is redo function, control A is select all, control S is save the notebook, control shift minus, which will split the cell into the cursor position. Basically it will change the cursor position. For example, if the cursor is in this cell, and if I use control shift minus, and this will actually move to the next cell by inserting a new cell here. That's what the control shift minus. And the next one is the very useful, and this is escape, and this is something which will shift to the command mode. So right now all the operations that we did, which are inside the cell, if at all you want to execute anything outside the cell, which is the command mode. So this is the inside cell, and in order to get the command mode, in order to activate the command mode, we need to use the keyboard shortcut escape. And now you can see that, and this is my command mode, and entire cell is been selected instead of a line. This is the line, and entire cell is been selected here. Now there are the keyboard shortcuts which are actually used in the command mode, like A, which will insert the cell above, B, which insert the cell below, D will delete the selected cell, and Z will do the undo the last deletion, M will convert into the markdown, and so on. Let me quickly show you. If I use a keyboard shortcut A, and of course, see, all you need to do is that you need to exit from the edit mode to command mode by using the keyboard shortcut escape. Now if I press the keyboard shortcut A, which will insert the cell above, and if I use the keyboard shortcut B, so probably I will put it here. If I insert the keyboard shortcut B, which will insert the cell below. Okay, and now in order to delete it, we can select the particular cell and use the keyboard shortcut D to delete it. Probably I will show it here. I'll show it here. If I use the keyboard shortcut D, it will delete it. Okay, if I select this particular cell, if I use the keyboard shortcut D, it will delete the particular cell. It's not only that, you can also delete the multiple cells by selecting the cells. In order to select the cell, use the keyboard shortcut shift and down arrow, and this will select the cells. What are the cells you want? For example, this is my selected cell, and use the keyboard shortcut DD, and this will delete all the selected cells. Okay, and obviously if you use the M, and this will actually convert the cell into the markdown. By default the cell is in the code mode. This is what the code mode. If at all you want to convert that into the markdown, you need to use the keyboard shortcut M. For that you need to get the command mode and use the keyboard shortcut M and this will actually go in the markdown. You can see this is actually in the markdown. And in order to get back, get the command mode and use the keyboard shortcut Y, and this will get back to the code mode. Okay, so let's say now I just use the keyboard shortcut M, and now this will be my markdown, and I can write some headers or hello, this is markdown. Execute it, something like this. Okay, so and again, in order to merge the cells, we can use Shift plus M. What exactly it means? For example, if I have the print X in one cell, print Y in another cell, if at all I want to merge these two cells into one single cell, I use the keyboard shortcut Shift plus M, and this will merge into the single cell. Okay, which is a very useful command. And next is, in order to navigate between the cells, you can use up arrow or down arrow. And in order to enter into the edit mode, use the enter. Of course, I keep on using the enter. It's switching to the edit mode, and in order to get back to the command mode, you have to use escape. Hope now you understand some of the very important keyboard shortcuts that we are keep on using in our day-to-day life. This is about some of the important keyboard shortcuts. In the next lesson, I'm going to give you the little bit introduction about the markdown. Means what are the commands and what is the syntax that we need to use to render the markdowns. I'll see you on that. Until then, happy learning.